Hello, welcome back once again. This is the part 2 of how to create MS Access database under School Database Management System. In part 1, we created all the tables that we will need, and in this part 2, we are going to create the various queries that will let our database work the way we want it to be. And if you've not watched the part 1, I will encourage you to go and watch it so that you come and continue from here. But before we continue, or before we start creating the queries, there are some data I want us to add. To save time, when it comes to the students data, the students table, I've already added the data. But there are some, I've added the data in the students and the classes too. I've added the billing type to here. I've added that one. But for the billing table, we are to do it together. I want us to do it together. But before we do that, when we come to the billing date, here it means we will always be entering the date, which I think is tiresome and time wasting, whilst we can do it automatic. In that case, you will go to the design view, then click on the billing date and come down here to the default value. Then we enter date, open and closing parentheses. Alright, now let's go and see how it looks like. Alright, so here it means we will not be always typing the date. Just go to the bill type, maintenance fee for the class 1. How much are they paying? Let's say 100. The term is term 1. Then go to the next item is post, the same class 1. How much are they paying? 150. The same term 1. Then the next item will be tuition fee, the same class. Alright, term. The next item is going to be maintenance. This time we are moving to the next class, class 2. So this one, you do it for all the classes that you have. Since we are billing them, then make it class 2. But if you don't want to separate them, you can just make them one. You add all the bills that the students are paying, then you put them as one bill. So maybe class 1, you give them, you add all the bills that they have to pay, then you just write so that it be only class 1, you have one bill for them. But this one is being made purposely for those who have multiple bills for students to pay. Then we are done with class 2. We go to class 3. The same term. As for the year, like part 1, I told you, we've made it calculated, so automatically that one will be done for us. We will not go there and waste any time there. The last item for class 3 will be tuition fee. And when we are done with this one, it means we are done for the classes. But if yours is more than the 3 classes I have here, it means you have to continue. Now we are done. Let's go. The next one we are going to do is to do some 1 or 2 payments before we continue. And when you open the payment table, like I said, the payment date, the payment time, yeah, we can make all of them automatic for us, so that we wouldn't waste much time to be entering the date and the time. The date, we come to the default value. And the time to come to the default value. Here, instead of date, we will just enter time. Yes, now let's go and do some payment. Alright, so we have the date and the time here. We wouldn't waste my time to be entering those data. For the student, we have to start paying or receiving payment. Now here, only the ID, the student ID, that is showing, which I don't want it that way, because here to be confusing. If you don't know the exact ID of the student, you struggle, and we have a way to fixing this one. Let's go to the design view, then we select the student ID. We come down here to look up, and now we go to row source. We select it and come to the three dots here. Here we are going to add the first name and the last name. Let's close this one. Yes, we have to save changes to it. Now down here, we go to column count, we make it 3 since we've added 2 more. Now here we will make it the column width, we will make it 1. That's 1 for the student ID, 2 for the first name, and 2 for the last name. And we want the column heads to be shown so that we will know what is the first name and what is the last name. Let's go back and see. Yeah, so now the student ID, let me open it a bit. Student ID, can see the names, the first name, the last name, and the rest. Yes, so just select. In this one there wouldn't be any mistake because the student you select, you know exactly whom you are dealing with. You go to the payment type. The payment type is maintenance fee. How much is paying? 100. The term is term 1. As for the year, we will not waste much time here. The next one will be, let me do another for the same person. This time is going to be tuition fee. This one you don't have to be always clicking and dragging. The moment you just type the first letter, it will bring it. Then you select, you press the tab, and you go your way. Then the tuition fee 120, the same term. Now let me pay another one for the next person. To which fee is the person paying? Let's say spouse. So how much is the person paying? And the same term 1. Let's maintain this 3 for now. Yes, now that we are done with our tables, it is now time for us to start creating our queries. The first query we are going to create is about the totality of the bills that students are to pay. Go to query design. Now here we will add the billing table. The items we will need, we will need the class, the bill amount, term, and year. Now let's view it and see. Yes, these are the bills for the classes, but it is confusing because class 1, we don't want it that way. You have to sum up so that each class will have its total bill. You go up here, click on total. Now you come to bill amount. You click on down here, select the drop down, then we sum it up. Now let's go and see. All right, now you can see that all the classes, the bills have been summed up, and class 1, class 2, class 3. You can save this one as bill query. The next item we are going to create is to payment query, and that one you go to create, go to design, query design. Now the first we'll add the bill query that we just created. Then it come to classes and students, then payment. All right, we are to link the billing query we created to the class since they have something in common. All right, now we are going to add a student ID. Add student ID, add the first name, last name here, then the class. It has appeared twice, so let me delete one. The class and the bill amount, sum of bill amount. Let's view and see. All right, so now we have first name, last name, class, bill, sum of bill amount, and the next one is for the term. You can add the term. As for the arrangement, the term, or better still, we can make the amount paid come, Then the term, the year, you can also make the balance come before the term and the year. That one, it depends on you yourself. So when we go to view, you can see now that here the bill amount is 450. Don't worry, since we have 450 here, we work on it and you understand. Yes, and the term one the year. Now let's go to the design view and deal with the balance. The balance, we'll enter balance. So the balance, we will bring colon, then we come to the builder, code builder. Then we are going to subtract the sum of the total amount paid from the total sum of bill amount. In that case, we will go and get that one from the billing query. So here, just enter billing as query. Because there's no space here, that's why it is not popping up. So billing dot, that's sum of bill amount minus, you have sum payment dot amount paid. You close it, close the parenthesis, and we are done. Now if you try to view it, it will not allow, because this one is an expression. What we will do is come here, we click on the total, then here we select expression, and under the amount paid, because we are summing it, we have to come to sum and we sum it. Go to open a view and we can see that now only 2 people have made a payment. Kofi and San, you see in the first one it appeared twice, but now since we are summing the amount paid, now it has added the 2, making 220 minus 450, and the balance is for 230. Like I said, the balance is here. We can bring it near after the amount paid. So you select this one, we click and drag, and let's see. All right, so that is it. This is the payment query, and you can save it. Click on OK. Click on OK. The next item is to create a query to check those who are owing to a school fees, those who are owing any fee or any bill in the school. This one we are not going to create. We're just going to make a copy of the payment query. And just give it a new name, payment debt query. Just save it and we open it. So when we open it, we go to design view, then under the sum of bill amount, we have to write some command here. You have to write some command or criteria here. So to be less than instead of we are going to amount paid. Yes, we are going to amount paid. So it's going to be some. Let's use the builder here. It's less than sum of bill amount. Yes, if it is less than sum of bill amount. All right, now let's view it and see. The same thing, nothing shows. We have to do something with the joints. So now here the payments and the joints, this one is only those who have paid, that name are showing. But you want, even if you've not paid anything, your name should show. So we go to the join and we choose include all records from students and only those records from payments where the joins are equal. Okay, now let's view and see. So it is not showing. Let's come here and add another command like is null, and now let's see. You can see all those who have not paid, their names are showing. And we can do extra thing to it. We come here, then we select descending. Descending means those who have paid some, their names will come up, and those who have not paid any, their names will come down. This is the payment debt query, and we are going to save it. The next query we are going to create for the table is to check or calculate the age of each and every student. The age of each and every student. So we go to create, we go to query design. Now we come to, we add the students. It's only students, we don't want payment. The students, and now we add everything here. We go, come here, then we have to calculate the age. So the age, let me zoom it so that it will be bigger enough, and let me increase the font. Alright, so the age formula is going to be date def bracket open quotation 4y another quote, then the next item will be date of birth, comma, then now bracket open bracket close, then bracket close. Go to OK, and we can, okay, let's first check it and see. The date of birth is not showing. It means the date of birth I didn't enter it correctly. Let's go, okay, let's check it here. Date of birth, there's no hyphen in the date of birth. We have to go and do the correction here. The date of birth, no hyphen. Okay, let's view it and see. Right, now here comes their ages. If we want to add the years old, we can do so. Go to design view, and here, let me zoom it. Zoom, and I'll just add the ampersand and years old. Click on OK. Now let's view and see. Alright, so now 16 years old, 15 years old, 15, 14, and 16 years old. This is the query to check for the date of birth of students. Now let's go and save it. The next query we are going to create, since we have expenses table, automatically we will be doing accounting for any money which is spent. So the first one, we will go to create another query, then we bring the expenses here, then the first item will be expenses term, expenses here, and the amount paid. So we come here, expenses term, expenses here, and the amount paid. Let's go and do some expenses and see. Now the date, this one, to let me do the same thing to it. The date should have a default date. So item description, maybe ball, and the amount spent was 300. Term 1. As for the year, and the next item was that one too was 100. Same term 1. All right, now let's. All right, so now when we come here, you can see that the expenses that we spent, the items we spent on, they are here. So here we will go to sum. We are going to sum up and come here and sum it up. We run it. All right, so for term 1, the amount we spent is what? 400 cedis. 400 cedis. You have to save it and give it a name. Termly expenses query. Then we have to do another one for the payment. Since we have to do some balancing, we go to create and go to query design. We have to bring the payment here. So the first one, payment term, payment year, and amount paid. This one we will do the same thing. Here is it. You have to sum up. All right, so now we can save that one too. Termly payment query. Now the next one, we are going to create another query for the accounting. We are going to create another query for the accounting. So this how it's going to be. Go to query design. This time we'll bring the two queries, the termly queries we've just created. All right, these are the two queries we just created. So the payment, the first item will bring the payment term, then the expenses year, then the next one is going to be sum of payment, sum of amount paid. Then the last one, it bring the sum of amount what spent. Bring the sum of amount spent. So when we bring it this way, now, all right. So here, this is term 1. The year, the sum of amount paid. This is the amount paid, sum of amount spent. So there, here it means we spent more than the amount that has been paid. Now we have to do the balancing. Go to the balance. Let's use the builder. So the balance, we will go to termly payment dot sum of amount paid minus termly expenses dot sum of amount spent. Then you close the parenthesis, you go to OK. And now we come here. Let's try and view. It will not allow, so we will go to maybe closing tag. All right, let's go to the builder and see. Termly sum of I don't have to add a closing tag here. All right, now let's view and see. All right, so now when we did the deduction and the calculation, there is what, which means the school is owing 80 cedis. He spent more than he should have spent. Now let's save it and give it a name, accounting. Accounting. All right, this brings us to the end of this part. These are the few queries that we've created, but as we are going, if the need comes for us to create additional or more queries, we will do so. But for now, these are the queries we have created for our database. And the next part, in part 3, we are going to create the various tables, the various forms. You can see that when we were adding data to the tables, we were struggling. But when we start creating forms and using forms to enter data, you will see that the database, you will see how simplicity the database will look like. Please, if you find this tutorial helpful, kindly subscribe, like, share, and click on the notification bell for future tutorials. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching till this time. Until we meet again, bye bye.